It was a joke.
Oh, okay.
A bad joke, but
Sorry.
it was a joke.
Okay, fair. Touche, touche. Sorry, my humor's been kind of off the last like I don't know. I guess it'd be like 2 weeks. I don't know. I've been going through all sorts of. It's been a roller coaster. I'll say that. It's been a ride. So,
Oh, I'm sorry. Anything I can do to help?
um, uh,
Moral support. Ooh, who else do we have
um,
coming up?
I have
I
no
know who that is.
idea, honestly.
Hi, Eddie.
Hey guys,
Oh, what's up, Eddie? Long time no see.
absolutely. How are you, Remy? Good to see you.
Uh, I'm okay. It's been a day. I just happened to see that Alice had gone on, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go over and say hi. And then I found myself on the panel, and now here we are. No regrets. Hashtag YOLO.
Yeah.
Well, it's been a while. I mean, I kind of fell off the earth for a minute. I wasn't even lurking. I was binge watching My Little Pony, but not the cutesy cartoon you see on TV. I've been watching the grim dark stories.
Wait. There's a wait. Okay, first off, which My Little Pony, and then second off, what grimdark of a My Little Pony?
Yeah, they have friendship is tragic, and it's darker tales of My Little Pony. I mean, shocking. Thank
Okay, word. Hi, Pat.
you, Nookie. Hi,
Hey Pat.
Pat. Welcome to the panel.
Hey, Alice, Stormy, Remy, Eddie.
Hey
Good
Pat.
to see y'all. I'm glad you're back.
But if
Yay.
you're looking for something new, I definitely recommend it because if you have dark humor like me, and if you have a little bit of an idea of what the original storyline was that they came out with for My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic,
I'm a
you'll get a kick.
champion at Cards Against Humanity. I know what kind of a terrible person I am. Let's go.
Oh,
Well,
it's too awesome. Oh, we got Stormy twice.
Hmm.
Okay, she took
Alice
the other
likes
one down.
sharp
Okay.
objects in a dark alley. Remember that.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
I'm
like
here on
sharp
my
objects and dark alleys.
computer now.
I also agree
Ah,
with Nikki Nish. You look really, really nice today, Alice.
oh,
She
thank
looks
you.
so. You look relaxed.
I am. I'm not nearly as stressed.
You
I
sound. You
didn't want.
sound good too, Alice.
I didn't want to move, but if I would have stayed there, it would have destroyed my son. And he's just going on 7. I needed to get him out of that kind of environment on how they encourage you to raise your kids. And that school was I had him in was just antagonizing him.
Sure.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten one phone call about his behavior.
Well, that's just something about where he was in.
Mm-hmm.
My grandson went through some stuff going to a new school too, but he's doing good
And
now.
I refused to put him in Clark County school district because being low income, and I've been in the Clark County school district, they tend to fall between the cracks. They don't give nearly the
Yeah,
kind of support they should.
they're
But
just
he's
a
getting,
check to him, you know.
and he's doing so much better up here. Oh my God, he's done a complete 180. The only
That's
thing
good.
we fight about now on is who gets to play on the PlayStation.
Yeah,
That's right. That's when you get the board. Prepare to hit him with it.
Oh, I tried the whole I'm mom, it's my turn, and no, I'm playing.
Just go grab a pair of shoes. Go grab some like Chacos or like some I
I
don't know, like
I
some
think
Crocs or something, and just start hitting them until he learns.
I
Hey
think
Scott.
Alice wants to be a kid again. What do you think?
Mhm.
I
They
think
didn't
Alice
have
wants
half
to be a
this
kid
shit when we were kids.
again.
no, they sure didn't.
I mean, I remember having an Atari, a Nintendo, a
Yeah,
Sega, and I remember the original PlayStation. The reason I even bought the PlayStation 2 was because a game came out that I played on Dreamcast, but they discontinued that one, and I loved the storyline.
hmm.
Yeah, I have a hard time sharing the video game with them.
I
Shoot, we
feel
didn't
I
get a
feel that.
TV till I was 9, and it was a black and white one. And then when I was on my own at 16, I got an Atari game.
Oh yeah, you remember betas? when they first came
Yes.
out with beta and VHS. I thought I was cool
Yeah.
because there were only some movies were on beta only and some were on VH only, and I didn't have to.
Yeah.
I didn't have to worry because I had both.
Yeah, I got the one too that had both in the. Yeah, I still have it.
And the original DVDs were as huge as records.
Yes,
Mm.
I don't have no more DVDs though. I lost a box here and there, moving all the times I've moved. That's one thing that sucks when you move across the country, and I've done that a few times. You always leave something without meaning to.
I've never had a problem with picking up and leaving and moving on. It's just this is the first time I had somebody with me when I did it, and I actually left state for sure this time. Because the first time I left state was when I got engaged, and I got sent home. My grandmother sent me home 3 days later because my ex-fiance actually was the first and only person to ever hand me my ego on a silver platter. That was a complete nightmare. I had that man thinking I was hiding in the woods with a sniper rifle for 3 months.
Oh my god!
That sounds like fun.
Oh yeah, especially when I'd send him texts going, "God, I hate that color on you."
Oh jeez.
Lol. Teehee.
Oh, he had it coming.
I imagine he did.
Yep.
I've been with mine for 48 years. There's times I can't even scream.
Yeah, that was my second fiance, and it was funny because he tried saying that I was trying to use him for money. I said I left a job I was making over $100 a year, $100,000 a year, and came up here for you, and I'm trying to live off you, and you have no money. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had him thinking I was hiding in the woods with a sniper rifle. It was crazy. I had to put my fist through his door, the glass part on his door to get in, and it was at midnight because he locked me out. Because of course, even though I loved Wisconsin, it was a big move for me, and I was having cold feet, and instead of being reassuring, he went the complete opposite on me, and he locked me out when I went outside for air. And this is in the middle of the woods. I didn't know what dark was until then.
Oh,
And
I lived in the
closest neighbor was over a mile away, and I had to put my hand through the window to open the door. I grabbed all my stuff and I walked to the neighbor's house, who happened to be the dairy farmer I used to work on when I would go up there. So at least I knew the neighbor. And this fucker showed up after he had called the cops on me, had the cops search the whole farm for me, and the farmer hid me in his room. Because I didn't destroy any of his stuff but break that window. And I only took my stuff. And Bob had my stuff in his truck. My ex-fiance took the back window off of his truck after the cops left and Bob went to bed, laid it on the ground behind his truck, and stole all my stuff. And Bob came out just then and accidentally ran over his own back window, because that's where I met the guy, was at this guy's farm. When I was like 15. And at the time I was like 26.
11 years is nothing to sneeze at.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that was a whole adventure, but it was funny. I kept getting a hold of him going, "God, I hate that outfit on you. Why are you doing that?" Just enough phrases to make him second guess himself. He wasn't sure if I had left state or not.
You must have been awful mean, Alice.
Oh, I can be a bitch when I want to be.
No, I mean, he must have been mean to get you going there.
Well, yeah, but at the time I had party favors I shouldn't have, and he sampled some of them, and the kind I got was a bit too potent for Wisconsin, and it made him flip. And I didn't know he'd gotten into it because I brought it up there with me. I wasn't sharing with anyone because I knew that nobody up there really had the temperament for it. And he stole all my pot, but I was wondering why my other bag was short, and then the way he acted, it all started to make sense. I was like, oh my God, he took it and flipped out. And we still talk on and off now.
I got some friends back home still. Most of them have passed on.
Oh,
Stupid things, they do stupid things, you can't make them stop.
yeah,
But
I've
I
known
left.
quite a few people. I've known quite a few people that died of overdoses and whatnot.
It's really worse in small towns. People don't believe that, but it really is. I guess
Well, the
it's
kind of
because
party
it's a
favors
small
I had,
town.
I didn't want a bunch of bored farmhands with pitchforks to do it because of how paranoid it can make you, and that's all they needed.
Yeah, I grew up in Iowa. I grew up on a farm till a certain age, and yeah, I know what you mean.
I mean, growing up in Vegas, I was desensitized to it. I mean, to me, it was no different than sugar. It was just candy.
Oh yeah,
But
we
I
had
knew it would
farmers
have
back
that
there
effect up there.
We had farmers back then that made their own acid and stuff. Oh jeez.
Oh yeah, they were snorting Ritalin and calling it Coke, and that's when I was like, yeah, you guys can't have any of this stuff. That, and I didn't bring enough to share.
I left that small little town because if I wouldn't have, God only knows what would have happened to me.
Indeed.
Because I was a wild little woman then. I mean, I jumped on the back of a bike with my old man at 16. What's that tell you? And I traveled the country.
I probably would have gotten into a lot more trouble in a small town than
That you really
I
like
did.
the movie Grease. That's what that tells me.
Oh, I love that movie.
It's a
But
great
you must
movie.
be thinking of Grease too if you're thinking motorcycles.
To be fair, you're right. You're right.
Hey, Broke. Feel free to join us on panel.
I haven't seen Broken forever either, and I'm always here around.
Cheers.
I love Broke.
He's a good person.
Mm-hmm.
Talked to Broke a few times. Pretty cool cat.
In fact,
He
Alice, last
is.
time I saw you, you were doing karaoke on Brooks, I think.
I love doing
White Rabbit.
karaoke on Brooks. Yep.
Singing White Rabbit.
Karaoke's fun.
And
Oh,
she
yeah.
can sing White Rabbit.
So, guys, make sure you join Broke for the next time he does. Oh, thank you. I just now realized what you said. I'm trying to add you as a moderator, Broke. I thought you were one. But go to his channel if he can drop his link now. And definitely he's fun to hang out with and sing karaoke with, and it's really fun.
He is.
I always have a
If
blast.
you want real, Brooks' place to go. That's for sure.
Mhm.
It says
great
that
for-
he's in the
Mhm.
chat in the studio, but he doesn't have a wrench. That's weird.
I just gave him one.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, type again, Broke. I didn't realize he didn't have one. I thought he did. Oh, there he is.
What are you doing?
There's Broke.
In my swamp.
I thought I'd come and do a live for a little bit before my son got home from school.
I know I haven't seen you go live or got a notification in for however.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when I seen your message to call you, so I tried calling before I started, but
I
should've
probably
called
was
your phone.
asleep.
oh, I didn't mean to wake you.
You didn't wake me, but sometimes I'm asleep. I don't go to sleep till around daylight. You know that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We don't sleep around here.
That's also
So
what's fun
we're-
about his karaoke. It's usually when everybody else is in bed, so you don't have to worry about people watching too much and judging you, but it's still a lot of fun.
I'm
You've
not
been
gonna
working
torture
on your
nobody that way.
karaoke?
Oh, you know it. I've been playing with my little star thing.
Cool. I've been working on Mystic.
Ooh, that's a good song.
Yeah, but
When I was up with Z last night, I didn't realize I didn't mute myself, and I was singing along with the actual song of it. But
I've done that a
Oh.
few times myself.
I played White Rabbit as my intro song that Stormy made for me, and I was sitting there singing it in the background, and then I realized I forgot to hit start stream.
White White
I was
Rabbit by
wondering
who?
if you were just trying to watch it beforehand and listen to it, or if you.
I
was
thought
like,
I thought I hit go live, and I didn't.
White
White
Rabbit
Rabbit,
by who?
Alice in Wonderland song.
Okay.
And she can sing it.
I
I've
know a
heard her
couple of
sing it.
different White Rabbit songs, so I didn't
But
know.
it's the Alice in Wonderland one from like what, the 80s or something? Maybe before
Yeah.
that.
70s.
70s.
70s,
Yeah.
Jefferson Airplane.
Airplane, yeah.
Uh-huh.
And
Gotcha.
she can sing it just like they can. And Eddie here,
Hey,
he's being
Eddie.
quiet, but he sure can sing too.
And play.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree.
How you
So we
doing,
not
Eddie?
only get his vocal talents, we get his musical talents as well.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Hey, wait a minute. What are you doing up at this time in the morning?
What morning?
He's
Isn't
not
it
awake
like
yet. He's still got a
midnight
blanket
for
on.
you?
It's 8 hours in front. Broke.
So it's getting close to evening or around 9 at night.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's only 8.
It's
Okay.
9:30. Alice was correct.
Well, then he's getting ready.
Yeah, you
for
said
his
8
night.
hours ahead of us.
Well, for some reason, I was thinking it was like 1 in the morning. I don't know.
You're a mod now, Broke. I don't know why you weren't one. I thought you were, but you are now.
It
I'm a
probably,
mod.
it probably is in Dubai, maybe. I don't know.
Somewhere it's tomorrow. Oh,
Yeah.
Australia. It's tomorrow in
Yes.
Australia.
There
Correct.
you go.
Hey, Mets. You can join
Hello,
up here
Mets.
too if you want.
What's up, Mets?
He's a really sweet guy. I like him.
he
Yeah,
won't
he
join.
is. Well,
How
he's
you
not-
doing, Stormy? I never see you hardly anymore.
I know. I'm hiding all the time. I'm just not cut out for the internet anymore, I guess.
I don't know. The powers that be decided I was going to chase water lines and pumps all winter. I'd be like, I am not going live today. I'm not in the mood for it.
Whatever, Mets. I did not.
I thought she did mention that you weren't allowed out of the kennel today.
Yeah.
Well, next time she says no, listen. No.
Yeah.
And Pat,
Tell
you
your
having a
mom and
good
your sister
day?
I said hi.
Pat,
What?
you having a good day over there on the res?
It's better than it's been. I won't complain. It's beautiful out today. No fires, no tornadoes, all good.
Well, that's good. There's this
Yep,
big
enjoy
giant
him.
ball. Are you seeing it too, Alice? There's this
Yes.
big giant ball of fire in the sky today.
Yeah.
Called the
It's called
sun?
the sun.
Is that what it is?
You owe me a Coke. And I mean the kind you drink.
Hey, we're supposed to. There's a possibility we're going to have auroras tonight.
We
in the
heard
southern
had that
US.
wet substance.
That's cool. I've seen the aurora, the northern lights before
Yeah,
because
me
they
too.
happen to
They're
have been
awesome.
very strong.
If it doesn't happen to come all the way down to at least North Georgia, I won't be able to see it. So
I know,
You know,
they're
one time
talking
when-
we're going to get them across Oregon. I just seen it over on the book at one of the
time
weather
since
guys
I lived in
follow.
Oklahoma, I got to see him once. It wasn't very bright, but we had a green aura. It was awesome. But when I lived
I
up
saw
north
it-
in Iowa, I saw him a lot.
I saw it in Wisconsin and it shocked me because it hardly ever goes that far, you know?
Hey,
So that's
Yeah.
why I said it was really strong that night. But I never see him in Las Vegas. But then Las Vegas, there's so much light noise, you don't see stars.
Yeah.
they're,
I love
they're
living
calling,
in the country.
they're calling for naked eye and photographic clean down into Northern California, Northern Nevada, Utah, Colorado, Kansas. So
Wow.
we have a chance of getting them.
That means I got storms coming then too, probably in a few days.
Probably.
That's okay. I got a hole in the ground. I'm good.
What's the weather going to be like for us around Saturday, or for me anyway? Broke, you're the professional at it, because I'm having my son's birthday party at a park.
Hang on, I'll tell you what this weekend's supposed to be, because you're not that far from me. I can just look at my own forecast and go, let me see. You said Saturday, they're calling for partially cloudy. 60s. I'm a little more up the mountain than you, and well, so you should be in the 70s, probably partially cloudy. You are south of me in that upper Rogue Valley, they like to call it.
So just barely warm enough to let him play with water balloons, because that's one of the activities.
Yeah, I wouldn't. It's, you know how they are. They'll say it's going to be in the 60s. It'll be in the 70s. We were 82 yesterday, 82, 83 in the Berg.
No.
We're 84
And-
right now where I'm
And
at.
you get warmer. You're south of me, and where you're at gets warmer than where I'm at. And I was like, holy cow. So
In fact, here in a little bit, I'm gonna go out, do some hiking, and look for some more morels.
I've
Yeah,
seen
when
a
my son
big
gets home.
one this-
Pat,
I-
every time I see her on a stream, she's talking about that.
You know what?
I-
I make $80 a pound on them, y'all. I've made over $1,000 off them dang things in
On
about
what?
2 weeks.
morel
Now
mushrooms.
mushrooms.
I seen a big one, like a 2.5 foot tall, wasn't even all the way opened yet, Pat.
Yep.
One
I've
of my
seen 'em that
buddies
big
from
too.
one of my buddies from the East Coast sent me one, like a picture of the one he found 2 weeks ago. And I asked him, "You gonna eat it or sell it?" And he says, "What do you think?" "Yeah, tell me how much you make."
I sold one that was 8 inches tall. It was almost a pound. That's $80.
Yep.
8 inches.
Yes.
I
8
like-
inches.
I like mushrooms, but the kind I like, they make you
You like-
giggle.
Yeah, you like the purple stem kind, don't you, Alex?
Mhm.
I liked them
I remember-
too for a while.
I was popping them like candy once, and I had almost a whole half an ounce to myself, and I was feeling pretty good. And I'm by myself, and I'm put on this video game that says "Do not play alone in the dark by yourself." And I put it on,
Uh-oh.
and I'm alone in the dark by myself. I had to turn it off.
I thought you were gonna say you not giggling.
I like going out in the fields looking for mushrooms. 2 for the bag, 3 for me, 2 for the
Yeah.
bag, 3 for me.
You know, my hubby used to live in Portland before we took off on the bike, and he used to go look for them purple stem mushrooms.
It's not that hard. Just need a flashlight that glow in the dark.
Yep, and he got quite a bit of them.
Oh,
he said.
I go out daylight, nighttime, it doesn't matter. They just
Daylight
tell
come,
"Here I
and
am."
go home.
Ramil, do you look for mushrooms?
Excuse me.
Do you look for mushrooms too?
I don't think that I've ever looked for mushrooms. No.
Okay.
At least
Stormy,
not
you
perfect.
Well, if
live in
you're
the
around
perfect
cow
place.
patties, it's easiest.
Well, the ones we have in Oklahoma, they don't like. They like the grassy areas in the briar bushes. Dang it!
Knowing
The
my
dang
luck, I'd
s-
accidentally stumble across a fey circle or some shit
Well,
and get
the worst
cursed
thing
or
you're gonna
whatever,
find
so-
is a dang snake. That's why you got to carry a forked stick.
I don't know. Running into fairies sound much worse.
Yeah, fairies can be pretty mean.
Unless they're as stoned as you and point out all the mushrooms to you.
Well,
Just
I mean,
always have
yeah,
iron with you.
I mean, sure. I mean, I guess. Like, I was trying to follow up that up with a joke, but it left. So I'm just gonna.
If you're
accept
worried
my
about
loss from that
fairies-
part.
Carry iron and share.
I mean, yeah, you can carry iron, or well, it depends upon what kind of fairy that we're more specifically talking about. Oh, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
my nerdy is coming out. I'll be quiet.
Apparently, all fairy, but be it leprechaun, whatever, none of them can handle iron.
Depending upon the folklore that you're pulling that from, yes.
True.
There's a-
Well, yeah, because the Scandinavian one with the smith, what was his name?
the Smith.
Michael Wellen. He's a fairy folk, but he can handle iron.
Hmm.
They're originally from Ireland, you know that?
Yeah, I love Ireland. Edinburgh. Did I say that right?
Yeah, you did.
Awesome. It's my only phrase I know in Irish. Gaelic, I guess it is. Gaelic,
Yeah,
right?
Gaelic.
The only thing
Yeah.
I know about Irish is you just have to tell the redheads, I'm sorry, I'll try to do better next time.
We missed the redheads, by the way.
We're still here, man. Like we aren't gone. I myself am like 1/3
I know,
Irish.
my
Yeah,
cousin is a redhead. So-
maybe a fourth Irish.
I
Yeah,
have
Ireland is
German.
definitely on my bucket list.
I don't know.
Irish-
My
That
wife,
and the Aurora Borealis.
my wife was strawberry when she was a teen, and a dark red hair before she passed. And my son has the dark red hair. I caught him out in the sun the other day and went, "Oh shit! Get back
Has he
inside!
been having
Get back
fun?
inside!"
Has he been having fun with this channel?
He hasn't been doing much on it. He's been having fun with the laptop. He's been doing a lot of stuff with it, but hasn't put much effort into the channel. But he's been trying to get me to. Oh, I see a guitar.
There it
And he's
is.
ready to play.
If you want to play something for us, by all means.
All right.
I'll mute.
And this is a kind of a unique song, but it's something familiar, but it's new at the same time. The year was 1982, when the West was wild. A widowed wife named Mary Lou gave birth to a child, born in the dirt outside the church of exactly 3:05. At exactly 3:06, his mother lost his life. He stole his first pistol at the age of 21. He used that to steal a quarter horse from Reverend Drum. And so began his journey, roaming round from town to town, searching for the outlaw that shot his mother down. Yippee-yi-yo, yippee-yi-yi. And somewhere meanwhile, the devil smiled. He never knew the name of the outlaw that he chased. He figured if he just had kept shooting, he might gun down one day. And after sending 30 souls to hell, he began to rot. That's when the devil got his scent and met him on the spot. He said, "Lonesome rider, your journey has been grand. You sent me many souls. You haven't sent that man, the one that you've been searching for all your borrowed time. I can help help you find him, son. All you gotta do is sing. Yippee-yi-yo, yippee-yi. And somewhere meanwhile, his mother's crying. Ever wonder if the rider got his land? Just look up into heaven when the shadows scorch the land, chasing down the devil's herd across the endless sky. You'll not see the old rider and hear the mournful cry. Yippee-yi-yo, yippee-yi. Ghost riders in the sky. Yippee-yi-yo, yippee-yi. The ghost riders in the sky.
That was awesome. I've never heard that version. And cheers, Pat. Which reminds me, Broke, I've been working on Ghost Riders for the next time I catch your karaoke night morning.
Yeah, I'll be getting back to schedule soon. I know here in like an hour we're running up the mountain for Snow Trip 2025, see where the snow's at.
Well, it's still up there from where I can see.
Yeah,
I call
but
that
how
the
high?
Ghost Rider.
Pretty high up, actually.
Cheers.
Well, I don't know how high my mountains are. Yes, cheers.
I call that song the Force Ghost Rider.
Cool.
Oh, you wrote the words to that?
Yeah, it was actually a song by Thomas Mack.
Oh, okay.
It's one of his newer songs.
I like it.
Well,
Reminds
I
me
know.
of. I like the sequel to Devil Went Down to Georgia too, though. That one's good as well.
Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah.
Looking for Soul to Steal.
Yeah, that's the original one, but there's a sequel to it where the devil comes back. It's called The
There's
Devil
also The
Comes
Devil-
Back to Georgia.
There's also
Hey,
the Devil
Went
Went
Down
Down
to
to
Jamaica,
Jamaica.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm not talking about that one. This one is The Devil Comes Back to Georgia, and it's not written by Charlie Daniels, though he does play the fiddle in it, and
Oh.
and he is in the music video.
That's what's
Hey,
up.
Dave Brown, how you do, Mr. Bourbon Hunter?
Dave,
Cheers, Dave.
where's my
Oh,
nose? I have my nose. Where'd I put it? Give me 1 second. I gotta get my nose.
That's Alice's YouTube hubby.
Bro, is that not the thing that's on the end of your face there? What your nose?
Hey,
She's
Dave.
Yeah,
too.
they probably have a pair of glasses attached, maybe a mustache.
She's got a nose too. She'll show you it.
She's puffing the nose.
Oh, there's Alice looking for something. You're supposed to have that available.
She's got it.
What the fuck are you doing?
See what you started, Dave?
I don't know, Dave. She's working kind of hard. She
With
has to
Dave
work.
here and
right?
his nose, it's only natural for Alex to get hers.
I'm so sorry. Dave, I can't find it. It's still packed up somewhere, and I just seen it the other day. I was like, yay, I remembered it, but I couldn't find it. And then I thought I hit cam off, and I accidentally hit mute.
No, we didn't see you back there digging in that blue box or bag or whatever it was.
Oh, my whole life's in that. That's all my paperwork. But it's also where the tooth fairy hid my son's very first tooth he lost.
I remember when I have
So
my.
you're the one
friends-
involved in the Fey magic. I knew it.
Hey,
I-
hey,
Oh,
hey!
hell yeah.
I have something to discuss with you. Why were you so cheap in the '80s, Toothberry?
Because your
I
teeth
still
weren't
have-
taken as well as care of now as
Then
they
you-
are now.
And then the Tooth Fairy also has to account for inflation, and now there's tariffs and
Mhm.
taxes involved. Oh man, it's a mess now.
I still have both my kids' first teeth they lost, And I told both my kids that, and they said, "Well, how much is it worth now, Mom? He's 37, one's 33." He's like, "Are you serious?"
I saved his umbilical cord, his first haircut,
Yeah.
and I
did
even have
too.
a picture of his heart because he had a heart murmur, so they had to do it. So I have a
I-
visual picture of his heart.
I got baby books, and I did each of their baby books up until they started first grade, and I did
And
probably almost the whole year of first grade.
Because I waited till I was so old to have them, I was high risk, so I have ultrasounds throughout my whole pregnancy.
Yeah, me too. I wasn't too old. It was just I had a tipped uterus, and they didn't think I'd be able to carry the baby because I had 3 miscarriages before my first was born. That's why
I
waited
was
till I was older.
38. I was 38 when I got pregnant with him, and so that made me automatically high risk, and then I developed hypertension. It was a horrible experience, and
I didn't like being pregnant
They,
either.
they made you automatic.
no, I
high
didn't
risk
mind
for
being
that?
pregnant. The hospital where I had him born fucked me over and ruined the whole experience for me.
Yeah. Well, that happened with me too on the first one. They gave me 32 shots in the back before I started grabbing for that woman. I was going to rip her head off. I'm not kidding. I was in pain.
The first
They were
hospital
trying
I
give
went
me a
to
block.
shot me up. The first hospital I went to shot me up with morphine and then transferred
Oh
me to
my
another
God.
because they didn't have a child, but they wasn't able to deliver kids there, and didn't send the paperwork. So I had this other hospital thinking I was some kind of opiate addict off the street
Oh my God.
with no prenatal care, which was not even the truth. Oh, it was a nightmare.
I'm
We
glad.
had a
On
very,
his-
Sounds like it.
we
I
had a
have his
very
little
good
bracelet. They didn't.
doctor for kid fishing.
They had girls scratched out and had to write boy. It was horrible, and they put him up for adoption.
You're serious?
I got thrown out of the hospital because when I found out about that, I showed up and I lost my shit. And I don't mean I lost my shit. I mean I lost my fucking shit because they had me down for preeclampsia and a C-section, and they had besides putting him up for adoption, and I lift up my shirt and I said, "Does it look like I had a fucking C-section?"
Wow. They messed you up
I
with a whole
pulled-
different person.
Yep, I pulled both our records and I refused to go back there.
Oh, I don't blame you.
Yeah, fuck all that noise.
I was in 38 hours of labor before they figured out what to do with me, and it was because I couldn't have natural birth. I was just too dang short. I'm not even 5 foot.
Yeah, I remember the
did it-
whole thing, but I was on morphine and 2 epidurals, so I was pretty fucking high.
Yeah.
They,
I don't remember nothing on the first one. On the second one, I was awake and I watched him do it.
they were very good when kid fishing was born. Very good to us. We
My
had
second
And
one
add-
crawled back in my stomach twice. Watched him do it.
And to add insult to injury, his dad at the time, he maybe showed up for 5 minutes one time after he was born because I made him stay through the whole labor and delivery and all that. But when he came back to pick me up, he brought the same clothes I wore in and didn't even wash them. And that was his whole excuse as to why he hadn't come by, because he was washing my clothes.
Oh wow,
Mm.
that's a big flag there.
Those epidurals are fucking painful, I tell you that.
They met.
Yeah, they have one,
That's the only thing that went wrong is they messed up my wife's epidural.
and they tried to stick me 38 times. It didn't take place till the next day when I tried to get up and go to the bathroom. I fell straight to the floor. It took place then, but the baby was already out of me, so what did it matter?
Hey,
Yeah,
Scott.
I have sciatica in the back, so that's why I'm getting the epidurals.
Oh, I was fucking high, but it tripped him out because of how coherent I still was.
Yeah,
I said, I'm only numb. I'm not stupid.
yeah. It was weird. The second one, I was wide awake watching them do it all. It was just weird.
Hey, Scott.
I remember before my surgery when they were putting me down with the anesthesia, they were like, "Go ahead and count from 100 and go backwards." I made it to and then I was out.
I don't like them putting
Is
me
that
to
far
sleep.
enough in the countdown?
Every time they put me to sleep, I died. I don't like them putting me to sleep. No.
Yeah, I had him 2 days before they were going to induce labor. And when I remember when my gynecologist was asking me, so what do you have any questions for me or anything, when we were going over the whole induced labor thing? And I'm pretty intelligent. I know a lot of shit, and so I didn't really have any questions, but I felt kind of weird just being there with no questions. So I was like, what are you going to use, a stick? When he said he was going to induce labor, I said, you're not going to take a stick and wiggle it around up there, are you?
Just had to be sarcastic, didn't you?
Well, he had to have surgery when he went to get his C-section. They didn't like it when they asked me who I was there to see, and I said Lorena Bobbitt.
Oh, jeez. Here's where the sharp knives and dark alleys come in.
Well, the poor baby had to wait until he was 6 months old to do it because of his heart murmur, and
Yeah.
he was not only he was twisted and he was bent. And I was like, well, some women might like that. I don't see what the problem is. They're like, you won't when it comes to going to the bathroom because you won't ever aim in the same direction twice. So he had to wait till he was 6 months old before that he could get it circumcised.
Oh, because he felt it then.
Oh yeah.
Because when they're
Ooh,
born,
yeah.
I don't think they feel it as much.
I got thrown out of the recovery room because when he woke up, he was not happy.
Oh no.
Okay, so I got my mated pair of eagles sitting that always mess with me, sitting across the river in a tree. And I can walk out on the porch and they won't do nothing. But if I have a camera in my hand, they instantly take flight. They did that to me twice yesterday.
Alice, I gotta go. I just heard something. I gotta go.
Okay, be careful.
Later, Pat.
Take care, Pat.
Metz is
Oh,
banned.
yeah.
He can't join. So if he tries to join, he's banned.
Okay. Well, I should be able to hold 10 though because I signed up for the free trial of the core. Isn't
Okay,
that
he's banned.
Okay. Sorry, Metz.
You're banned.
Oh, Ramel's just left
wow.
too?
He had to.
Yeah.
He put a message into private.
I didn't see that. Oh,
No. Okay.
yeah, I'm not blowing people's mind right now because I'm just getting my feet wet again. And thought I'd do a little quick live since I had the privacy at the moment.
Hey,
And
wait a minute. I thought you should be drying your feet out now.
dipping my feet back into the YouTube pool.
Order 66 nuts.
That's
Oh
funny.
wow, there's 3 of them.
Three what? Oh,
The
never mind.
I think one of the juveniles just flew into the tree with mom and pop.
Oh, that's cool.
I think one of last year's chicks just flew into the tree because it's huge, but it's not white-headed. I don't even try to take video of them anymore because every time I try, they fly off. Like, huh?
Well, I'm gonna get away with it. Whether or
And
not you
Van is only has one N in it, hon. Just thought I'd mention that. Yeah, I love all the neighbor here because I love feeding the birds. I would used to always have bird feed out and bird bath, but the neighbor here, he feeds them too. He's got a squirrel that'll run right up to him and eat out of his hand.
Well, that's cool.
And my
And
son gets
there
to
they
see
go.
stars.
Oh yeah,
There's stars here.
you're not down there in the light pollution area anymore. You're up here where you're just far enough outside the metro area to see stars, aren't you?
Mm-hmm. Well, in Las Vegas and Nevada, you got to go past Mesquite to see the stars. The light is so bright. It's called light pollution.
Oh, I know. There's a halo around every metro area.
Somebody's in trouble. You see that grandson just dropped a 2x4 on car and dented it?
Well, he wasn't smart enough to run.
My niece, because my dad loves playing on the Wii, and the Wii, the remote controller comes with a handle that you got to hold that you got to put on your wrist because of the way you
Yeah.
hold the remote and you can move. My niece and my dad had this big smart TV, and my niece fucking threw her controller right through it. And my sister made things worse by denying my dad the opportunity to yell at his granddaughter by taking off with her right away because my dad wasn't home right then. Oh, he was pissed, and then he was even more pissed because she left.
Well, of course. That's the
Yeah,
way
I
it
wouldn't have
goes.
stayed either.
I'd have been
I would have
out
been
of there.
gone. Hey,
Hold
214. So we did 214. Her and I did connect, and I gave her a few good links that should help her out if you were curious. Somebody I met in his chat was their son had been getting bullied at school, and the school was ignoring it. So she even went to the school board, and they were still ignoring it. So I was giving her some resources and links.
And what's up with them about that? They say their number one thing is to prevent bullying, but when a kid goes and reports that they feel they're being bullied, they ignore it.
And then people think that the school board is as high as you can go, and it's not true. There's actually the United States Educational Board, which is they are supreme over all of the school districts, and you report it to them, and they will go and investigate it.
I know you report stuff to the state school board, they go and investigate it, and if you don't get what you want out of them, then you go to the federal board.
Yeah, because they say, and when you do, you got, and they always recommend charges. Be it again, and I gave her a link to a good lawyer that specializes in it, in where she is.
Well, somebody was bullying my daughter in school, and my answer was, well, see that
Well, it
big,
makes it even worse
they
because her
got a
son's
big,
autistic.
well, in my daughter's case, I'm from the 80s. I'm like, well, they got this big target right below their eyes, above their mouth that's spewing all that shit. When they piss you off, just tap it really hard.
I was a bully in school.
I got a phone call later that day, and when I asked them I asked my daughter what was said in front of the teacher and don't sugarcoat it, what exactly was said, and they heard what the kid said. My daughter wasn't in trouble no more. The ladies in the room were not very happy.
Oh, I was a big bully in school, but I bullied the bullies.
No, I didn't
I,
bully.
I, and that
I
only ended up happening because one of my good friends had a lazy eye, and so she had to wear a patch, and that got me into a lot of fights.
I got in trouble for fighting like every day. But I didn't
So did
bully
I.
nobody. You want to pick on my friend, the little nerd that shouldn't even be in high school yet? And you think because he can't defend himself that people won't defend him?
I remember one time when I tried to get out of the not to get out of the fight because I still had to fight and I won. But when they were asking me, well, she says you hit her first. I said, I did no such thing. Somebody grabbed my hand, and when I yanked it away, it just happened to smack her in the face.
No,
I
I
said, you
didn't
know
hit
how
him first.
pushy kid crowds are.
I didn't hit him first. I put him in a headlock. What are you talking about hitting first?
I actually got sent home from school my very first day of kindergarten because my grandfather used to always tell me if anybody ever made me mad, punch him right in the nose, and that's exactly what I did.
I got it
I-
for fighting. I got it for not fighting. I got it for winning. I got it for not winning. Just basically, it was like, I'm going to get swats anyways, so let's just get it on. Either
Oh, I
way it
had to
goes.
win. I had to win, or else my dad would send me back for another round. So
I
I
didn't
made
have
sure to win.
I didn't have to do that. I actually was discussing that the other day with friends. I have a really good friend that me and him are friends because we got in a fight. And we
Well, in
decided to
Ireland,
stop fighting.
Eddie, in Ireland, fighting's very popular, and you become closest friends with the people afterwards, huh?
That's been known.
Oh, especially if you watch the movie The Quiet Man, which I love.
It's not the most accurate of what we do, but yeah, okay.
Yeah, they usually get drunk, have a really big fight between two people that aren't liking one another, but afterwards they're better than brothers.
It's been known to happen, but realistically, like I mean, if you have a falling out like that, like there
Well, I'm
is.
talking about innocent falling out, not the north and south kind,
Aye, okay.
because I do know that they have a lot of scary fights there now. Does that still go on?
It does still go on. Yeah, we're in serious shit at the moment over here.
I think we all are.
Yeah, the entire world.
Hmm.
I
You
think
have
in the past 4 or 5 years, people have lost their minds and they just haven't got them back. I don't know what they took, but everybody just seems to want to scream and yell at everybody else.
Something in the
Even
water.
they gave up on common sense and common courtesy.
Mm-hmm. Definitely
And
something
it
in the
was
water.
that pandemic that made everybody more self-centered and all about me for survival.
Well, I mean, keep in mind, like it was the pandemic that got us all together.
Yes, but at the same time, it isolated us too and brought out our more uglier natures.
True, true.
I mean, they had panic domestic violence websites that they made real slick because I guess the domestic violence had skyrocketed.
Yeah, that we call that the dark web.
There's a lot of ugliness in the world, but there's still some good.
Oh, you have no idea. I tell you.
Oh, there's some crazy shit going down.
You have no idea.
Crazy going down. I see that guitar again.
Oh, he's had it on his lap for a minute. But my son's going to be home from school here shortly, so I'm going to have to be ending this. Did you want to end us with the song, Eddie?
Sure.
All right. But first, thank you everybody for coming and joining us. Enjoy Eddie's song. I'll try to do another live some other time too, real soon. Just let me know in the comments.
Mets your band. Go away.
Amarillo by morning, up from San Antone. Everything that I got on is just what I got on. When the sun is high in that Texas sky, I'll be bucking at the old county fair. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo, I'll be there. They took my saddle to Houston, broke my leg in Santa Fe, lost my wife and a girlfriend somewhere along the way. I've been looking for it when to pull that gate, and I hope that judge ain't blind. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo's on my mind. Amarillo by morning, up from San Antone. Everything that I got on is just what I got on. I ain't got a dime, but what I got is mine. And I ain't rich, and Lord, but I'm free. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo's where I'll be. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo's where I'll be.
Thank you, Eddie. Thank you,
You're
Alex.
muted, Alice.
I'm hitting the wrong buttons here. I'm getting button happy. I was saying thank you. That was awesome. And thank you everybody for being here. And 214, of course, she's a fighter. She's going to stick it to him. Watch. But thank you everybody for being here. Hey, where'd you go, bro? I'm sorry.
You're
hit the wrong
pushing
button.
buttons again.
Yes, I am. I am so sorry. I was just
That's
going to tell you,
okay.
I was going to call you here in a minute over Discord. But thank you guys for all being here. It's wonderful people like you that make it worth it. I mean, there have been people trying to ruin it out here for everybody, but
Hey, and there's our buddy Steve, Laughter and Truth podcast. We're trying to get enough subs over there so he can go live and hopefully by
drop
the
his
first.
link.
I did.
Okay. I'll make sure I'll go over there and sub up to him. Where's his link? I only see.
Here, I'll do it
see
again.
here.
Oh, it's further up. It's like 6 after.
Oh, okay.
Steve's
But,
a lot
yeah.
of fun.
I'm glad y'all came and joined me. Sorry for it's short, and sorry it wasn't mind-blowing and bash session. I mean, and I'm sorry the girls were covered. But hopefully I'll be able to do this a bit more often.
You mean they're not always out?
Not today.
Bikini
But if you
weather
notice, the shirt
arriving.
still has cleavage. I just wasn't throwing them up there on camera. So you can tell Andrew he didn't miss out.
and bikini weather's just now starting to arrive in Southern Oregon.
Yeah, the only thing is I can never find a bikini top that would actually work.
I've heard that somewhere before.
All right, so everybody, thank you for joining us. I'm gonna play that wonderful thing that Stormy made for me for the. We'll use it as the exit. Thank you, everyone. Have a great night.
See you later, Eddie.